Stop throwing your money away on chalky protein shakes that your body cannot even absorb. You're flushing your retirement savings down the drain while your muscles continue to wither away. There is a silent thief stealing your strength, robbing you of your independence, and making every stair you climb feel like a mountain. Doctors call it sarcopenia, but I call it biological rust. It is the reason you feel unsteady on your feet and why opening a pickle jar feels like a wrestling match. For years, they told you to eat more steak. They told you to drink gallons of milk. They told you to force down tasteless protein powders. But new research proves they were looking in the wrong place. We discovered a microscopic switch inside your cells that has stopped listening to those old protein signals. The solution is not in a supplement store. It is hiding right now in your pantry for less than $1. In this video, we will reveal the 5 pantry foods that rebuild muscle faster than protein powder, and stick around because number 2 reveals a hidden link between your stomach and your biceps that most doctors completely ignore. Before we dive in, I want to send a special thank you to Vikram, sending warm wishes all the way up to Toronto, Vikram. It is wonderful to have you joining our community at 65. If you want a shout out in the next video, subscribe and drop a comment below letting me know where you are watching from today. I read every single one. Now let's get started and be ready because number 5 will surprise you. Number 5. The umami secret, nutritional yeast. You have probably walked past this yellow canister in the baking aisle 1,000 times without realizing it holds the secret to endless energy. Nutritional yeast, affectionately known as nooch by health enthusiasts, is not the active yeast you use to make bread rise. It is a deactivated yeast that comes in golden flakes and carries a savory, cheesy flavor that completely transforms bland food. But the reason it lands on our list is because just 2 tablespoons provide nearly 10 grams of what scientists call a complete protein. Most plant proteins are biologically incomplete, meaning they are missing key amino acids like lysine or methionine that your aging muscles desperately need to repair themselves. Nutritional yeast is the rare exception that delivers every single essential amino acid in one simple serving. But the real muscle building power here comes from something else entirely. This food is fortified with massive amounts of vitamin B12, a nutrient that 20% of adults over 60 are clinically deficient in. As you age, your stomach lining thins in a condition called atrophic gastritis, making it nearly impossible to absorb B12 from meat or pills. Without this vitamin, your body cannot produce healthy red blood cells to carry oxygen to your muscles. Think of your muscles like a high-performance engine. Protein is the metal that builds the engine, but B12 is the fuel injection system. If you are deficient, you can eat all the steak in the world, but your engine will sputter and stall because it is starved of oxygen. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition demonstrates that correcting B12 status is essential for maintaining physical function and preventing the frailty that leads to nursing homes. The beauty of nutritional yeast is that it requires absolutely no cooking or preparation. You simply sprinkle 2 tablespoons over a bowl of soup, toss it onto roasted vegetables, or stir it into warm oatmeal for a savory kick. It dissolves instantly and provides an umami flavor bomb that makes low-sodium diets taste rich and satisfying. For seniors struggling with appetite loss, this is a game changer because it packs a nutritional punch without requiring you to chew through a tough piece of meat. However, fueling the engine is only the first step, because you also need a spark to start the ignition. While nutritional yeast provides the fuel, our next food provides the electrical current that makes your muscles contract. Before we continue, smash that like button and subscribe right now. Don't miss the life-changing tips still ahead. Number 4. The Mineral Spark Plug, pumpkin seeds. Most people scoop these out of their Halloween pumpkins and throw them straight into the trash, unaware they are discarding one of nature's most potent muscle medicines. Pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas when they are shelled, are much more than just a crunchy snack. They are the mineral spark plug that your aging neuromuscular system has been begging for. While they do contain protein, their true value lies in their exceptional density of magnesium and zinc. Magnesium is the master mineral required for the production of ATP, which is the actual chemical energy your cells use to move. A pivotal study linked magnesium status directly to grip strength and explosive power in men over 60. Think of magnesium like the ignition switch in your car. If your battery is dead, it does not matter how much gas is in the tank, that car is not going anywhere. Yet, studies show that nearly 70% of seniors are not getting enough magnesium to keep their ignition firing. This deficiency leads to muscle cramps, weakness, and a constant feeling of fatigue that makes exercise feel impossible. But the benefits do not stop there. Pumpkin seeds are also loaded with zinc, a mineral that plays a vital role in maintaining testosterone levels in senior men and managing inflammation in women. Testosterone is not just a male hormone. It is a critical growth factor that tells your body to hold on to muscle tissue rather than burning it for energy. Without adequate zinc, your anabolic hormones plummet, creating an environment where muscle loss becomes inevitable. To get the maximum benefit, you need to eat these seeds raw or very lightly roasted, as high heat can damage their delicate oils. Chewing them thoroughly is essential, or even better, grind them in a coffee grinder and add the powder to your yogurt or applesauce. The digestive system of a senior does not break down seeds as easily as it used to, so mechanical grinding ensures you absorb every milligram of these precious minerals. Aim for 1/4 cup per day, which provides nearly half of your daily magnesium needs. You can sprinkle them on salads for a crunch that replaces unhealthy croutons, or eat them by the handful as an afternoon snack that stabilizes your blood sugar. These seeds provide the spark and the hormonal environment for growth, but to actually trigger the muscle building process, you need a specific signal that only our next food can provide. While minerals set the stage, number 3 flips the switch. Number 3, the leucine legume, canned cannellini beans. You might think all beans are created equal, but when it comes to saving your muscle mass, the white kidney bean stands alone. Cannellini beans are the leucine legume that serves as the primary trigger for muscle protein synthesis. Seniors face a unique physiological hurdle that younger adults do not. It is called the leucine threshold. A 20-year-old can eat a small amount of protein and their body will immediately start building muscle. But once you cross age 60, your body requires a much larger dose of an amino acid called leucine to flip that same switch. Think of it like a heavy door that gets rustier as you age. A gentle push used to open it, but now you need to slam into it with your shoulder to get it to budge. Cannellini beans are among the highest plant-based sources of this critical amino acid. They provide the heavy shove your body needs to overcome that threshold and initiate repair. But there is another reason these creamy beans are superior to their darker cousins. Seniors are at high risk for a condition called sarcopenic obesity, where you lose muscle and gain belly fat simultaneously. This happens because rapid digesting foods spike your insulin, driving fat storage while your muscles starve. Cannellini beans are rich in resistant starch and fiber, which creates a slow-release protein drip into your bloodstream. This prevents the insulin spikes that drive visceral fat accumulation and ensures your muscles have a steady supply of building blocks for hours after you eat. A study from the University of Toronto highlighted that legumes with this specific fiber profile improve glycemic control, which is essential for preserving lean mass. The creamy texture of cannellini beans makes them incredibly versatile and easy to digest for older stomachs. You do not need to eat them plain. Mash them with a little olive oil and garlic for a spread that rivals any hummus. Add a whole can to your vegetable soup to turn a light appetizer into a muscle-building meal. Or mix them into a tuna salad to double the protein content without adding much cost. The goal is to consume at least 1 cup of these beans 3 times a week to keep your leucine levels high enough to keep that muscle-building door open. But even if you have the fuel, the spark, and the trigger, your muscles will never grow if your body is constantly attacking itself. That is why number 2 is so critical, because it protects your gains from an invisible enemy living inside your gut. Number 2, the gut muscle link, green lentils. we are not talking about the red lentils that turn to mush or the brown ones that fall apart. We are talking about the sturdy, peppery green lentils that hold their shape and hold the key to the gut muscle axis. Emerging medical research has identified a direct communication line between the bacteria in your colon and the strength of your quadriceps. It sounds like science fiction, but it is a biological reality. When your gut microbiome is unhealthy, a condition known as dysbiosis, it leaks inflammatory compounds into your bloodstream. One of these compounds is C-reactive protein, which acts like a demolition crew circulating through your body. This inflammation actively breaks down muscle tissue in a process called catabolism. You could be eating perfect protein, but if your systemic inflammation is high, your body is tearing down muscle faster than you can build it. Green lentils are the ultimate defense weapon because they serve a dual purpose. First, they provide a massive 18 grams of protein per cooked cup. But second, and more importantly, they are a premier prebiotic. The skins of green lentils are rich in specific polyphenols and fibers that feed the beneficial bacteria in your gut. When these good bacteria feast on lentils, they produce short-chain fatty acids that travel through your blood and shut down inflammation. It acts like a peace treaty for your body. By lowering the inflammatory fire, lentils stop your body from attacking its own muscle tissue, effectively preserving the strength you have. Research published in the Journal of Cachexia, Sarcopenia, and Muscle confirms that targeting gut health is a viable strategy to counteract age-related muscle wasting. Green lentils are also incredibly cheap and shelf-stable, making them the perfect pantry staple. To prepare them, you do not even need to soak them overnight like dried beans. Simmer them for 20 minutes until they are tender, but still have a bite. They work beautifully in cold salads mixed with vinaigrette or as a warm side dish replacing white rice. Combining them with the nutritional yeast from number 5 creates a complete protein profile that is virtually indestructible. But as powerful as lentils are for defense, there is one food that plays offense like nothing else on earth. This final food solves the root cause of why seniors lose muscle, and it does it for about $1 a can. Number 1. The Anabolic Activator, canned sardines. This is the silver bullet of senior nutrition. I know the smell might remind you of your grandfather's kitchen, but he was onto something that modern science has only recently confirmed. Canned sardines are the anabolic activator that can reverse the aging process in your muscles. The biggest problem seniors face is not just a lack of protein, but a condition called anabolic resistance. This means your muscle cells have become deaf to the signals that tell them to grow. You can scream at them with chicken breast and eggs, but they simply do not hear the message. A landmark study from the Washington University School of Medicine demonstrated that omega-3 fatty acids, specifically the EPA and DHA found in fatty fish, can sensitize aging muscle to protein again. Eating sardines is like cleaning the wax out of your ears. It effectively unclogs the anabolic machinery, allowing your body to utilize protein for repair rather than just burning it for energy. Sardines are superior to tuna or salmon because they are eaten whole, skin and bones included. This means you are getting a massive dose of calcium and vitamin D, along with 25 grams of high-quality protein in a single tin. Vitamin D is a steroid hormone that is absolutely critical for muscle function, and most seniors are severely deficient. By eating the soft bones in sardines, you are getting the perfect ratio of calcium to phosphorus that your body recognizes and absorbs instantly. You do not need to eat them straight out of the can if you dislike the strong flavor. Mash them with avocado and lemon juice to mask the fishiness. Mix them with mustard and onions on toast, or toss them into a spicy tomato sauce over pasta where the flavor melts into the background. The goal is to eat 2 cans per week. That is all it takes to flood your cell membranes with enough omega-3s to restore their sensitivity. This is not just food. It is a metabolic intervention that costs less than a cup of coffee. It reverses the chemical driver of sarcopenia and turns your body back into a muscle-building machine. When you combine the sensitization from sardines with the fuel from yeast, the spark from seeds, the trigger from beans, and the protection from lentils, You have a complete system. You are no longer fighting a losing battle against age. You are giving your body the specific tools it needs to repair, rebuild, and restore your strength. These 5 pantry staples prove that you do not need a prescription or a high-priced powder to reclaim your vitality. It is never too late to start rebuilding what time has taken away. Your muscles are waiting for these nutrients. Start with just one of these foods this week. Sprinkle some yeast on your toast or open a can of lentils for lunch. Feel the difference in your energy levels and your stability. You have the power to change your trajectory from decline to strength, starting with your next meal. Now, we want to hear from you. Which of these 5 pantry foods are you currently eating, and which one are you going to buy on your next grocery trip? Tell us in the comments below. We love reading your plans. Thanks for watching.